Hey everyone, we are here.
Hello, we are getting ready to start our live. I'm Nika, and this is my wife.
Selena. We're just trying to wait till a little more people come on in. Come on in. Don't be afraid. Come on in.
Yes, come on in and join us. This is our first official live. So we're just waiting to see how many people want to join us tonight. It's our first one. You excited?
Yes, I'm very excited. Yes.
I don't know why I get all those requests to co-host
Mm.
live.
Mm. No, good.
You just what you trying to see who joined?
No, I
Okay.
am just trying to. I did public.
Okay.
Yeah, so a few more
All right.
days.
Okay, we're just waiting just a couple more minutes and then we're gonna get started.
Thanks, Pam, for joining. Thank you.
You ready to get started about our weight loss journey that we've been on?
I am.
All right, you go ahead and go first.
For me, my journey started a little bit different. I actually started in October of 2021. Um, I got the urge to start because we were getting married in April of 2022. So I wanted to lose a little weight, of course, for my gown, traditionally. So I started on my own. I went to my primary care physician and talked to her about losing weight. She did suggest to give me a jump start with weight loss to put me on the phentermine, which is the diet pills. I did start out with phentermine. So I initially lost 37 pounds on my own. I started changing my eating habits, working out. I love to walk. Even now, I just love to walk as cardio. I like strength training too, but my favorite exercising is walking, walking. So I lost the 37 pounds. And in the midst of that, I wanted to condition my mind to know that I can do it on my own. I can do it. I can change my way of thinking towards food, and I can change my way of thinking um, when it came to losing weight. Um, so uh, the thought of weight loss surgery was there, but I wanted to know, was my mind prepared for that big step? I wanted to do the small first, in which I did. My doctor was very impressed with me doing it on my own, losing the 37 pounds, and I kept it off. We got married April 2022.
You best day of my life.
Yes, it, it really was. And then from there, we went on with life. We After the wedding, we did talk about what it would look like for us. Well, initially, Nico. said
Yeah.
I wanted weight loss surgery. She'll tell you about her process where she initially started it years ago, but didn't go through with it. And we started. I say, hey, I'm on this weight loss journey too. If you're gonna go into it surgically,
Yes.
I'm on board with you. If I can get approved, I'm on board with you. Because most people do not understand it's not
a quick fix.
Right. It's not a quick fix, and it's not where you go in knowing that you can get it. You have to be approved for it. And a lot of people, health won't let them. I'm grateful that my health, there was no heart issues because that run in my family. Yeah. My sister has heart issues to this day. So I was afraid of that because you have to do all those testing before you can even go through the weight loss doctor or even sign you a surgical date.
And you had to go through, had to get an endoscopy. We had to get an echocardiogram. We had to lose so much weight by a certain time before we even got approved. Weight loss surgery is not a fix all to everything. No. It don't solve your eating habits. It doesn't solve how you exercise, how you work out, your mindset. You have to be focused. Thank goodness we had a good surgeon, and we still have a good nutritional team that keep us on track. Unlike my wife here, it took a little time for me to get started because my heaviest, right before we got married, I was 345 pounds. Yes. Yeah, about 345 pounds. And people always say, "Oh, you look good, big. Why would you do that? You big boned it running your family." Yeah. So running your family. It was a little challenge for me to actually confide in her to say, "Hey, I wanted weight loss surgery," because everybody always had an answer. They always say, "Well, have you tried this? Have you tried that?" But they don't understand what it feels like to carry that, especially because I have other medical issues and things like that kind of prohibited the weight to stay off. But I tell you, this journey being on weight loss surgery, you realize what food is actually meant for and that's not what you meant learn. For. Yeah,
that's the most important thing that you learn is what food is truly meant to. And they teach you is not to overindulge. It is to give you nourishment and supplements for the body and not overindulge in it. When we humans, we just overindulge. I mean, we just eat.
Well, I enjoy it. Well, I'll tell you, food was a coping mechanism, especially when you're going through certain things. You have to learn how to lean on other things to get through what you had to get through. But weight loss surgery was very difficult to obtain. Difficult to obtain things for me because I have lupus and then I'm anemic. I had to make sure that my blood level was at a certain level. Had to make sure that I was in remission with lupus, and you being having lupus, it affects your body differently than it does anybody else. Even now, when I've lost all the weight, I still have symptoms with lupus, but that's a different live or a different conversation about lupus. But I do enjoy what we did have was a good support system. We had good people around us that kept us focused, people that pray for us, prayed with us to get through this journey because I was scared. When anytime you go under the knife or go on the anesthesia, you always have a level of unknown uncertainty. I'm not going to say fear, because that just plays into other things. But I do appreciate the support that we did have with going through the weight loss surgery. But there are some things that we wanted to particularly talk about weight loss surgery, especially being with myself being a mass presenting female or woman that love women or same gender loving. It was a different path for me to go through because people I'm, as they say, I'm a stud. I'm supposed to be a little bit bigger or a little bit heavier than my counterpart who's more feminine or ultra feminine, that they say. But but I wanted to be healthy. We have a daughter and a granddaughter that I wanted to be able to go up and ride down the street with a bike, play in the yard with her. Of course, Halloween is coming up. We gotta go. Well, I ain't going trick or treating. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna be here, but it gave us a different outlook on life. I don't think that I would change the process that we went through. I think that I wish I would have got it sooner because I probably would have had so many other health issues. But she could tell you.
So, as far as health is concerned, health issues, I personally had high blood pressure. That was my number one thing, and I have sciatic and nerve in my back. But since surgery, I have not taken any blood pressure medicine, and my blood pressure has been fine every time we go to the doctor every month. And that's one good thing too with having a team. You're not left alone after the surgery. Like, we still go to see the weight loss doctor, the bariatric doctor. We still go once a month, sometimes once every 3 months. And they still guide us. We still go to the nutritionist every 3 months. So you still have a support team there that still holds you accountable. You're not left out in the wind. As long as you're being honest and open with them and you're telling them everything they're asking you in regards to what are you eating, what are you snacking on, you doing anything different with your exercising, they'll let you know, okay, well, maybe you need to try this. If you want a different result, maybe you need to try this. Try a little bit of something different here with exercising. Try a little bit less snacking, or they give you alternatives to snacking. So that's one thing I was afraid of. One thing I was big on the choice that we made, because you can do the bypass surgery, the gastric bypass surgery, or you can do the gastric sleeve. We chose the gastric sleeve because one, I did not want to look sick. That was my thing with losing weight so fast. I didn't want to lose it fast. I wanted to work through it and see the weight gradually come off of me. I didn't want it to be a shock to my body, hair, nails. All of that plays a factor when you lose weight, and especially when you lose it fast. This is why people that had what we call the big surgery, the bypass, they're on a lot more supplemental medicines than we are. We do take multivitamin every day, gastric multivitamin every day, once a day, and calcium citrate chews, because your body loses a lot of nutrients because you're not eating as much, and the what you're eating too. So it's important that your calcium stays at a certain level, and you get all the nutrients that you need through the vitamins. So that's why, and we will forever take that. We take that for the rest of our life, and I'm okay with that. Like I said, I don't have high blood pressure anymore. And the nerve in my back with the sciatic hasn't been a problem at all. Even with
No,
me exercising, I haven't had any issues,
I,
any flare ups.
that's good because before you were hurting all the time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yes I
And
was.
I'm gonna tell you a lot of things of surgery. I had sleep apnea. I had to carry around this machine everywhere we went. If we went on vacation, if I went home to visit, I had to always have a CPAP machine. I had to go through TSA with it. I could just imagine going through there now with what everything is going on. Um, the most thing that has changed besides the physical is the mental aspect on how you see yourself. For
Yes.
still now, if we go to any store, I don't know about you, but I still go to the plus size or big and tall, and it's it's weird to shop in I want smaller clothes or in a
Regular.
not regular because I don't know what you think.
I just like that's what I was telling you. Even when I went to Cato's, I'm so when I went to Cato's, I was so geared, and so used to going to Plus. That day I went in, and not too long ago, I went. I looked at the juniors, and I went straight to the juniors area because I just knew Plus was going to be too big.
Yeah, you better than that than me because I still shop in big and tall, and I'm not big. I'm not big. And I'm definitely one tall. So,
right.
well,
but it's that's part of your mind. You know, it's conditioning your mind. That's all it is. Knowing that you still see yourself as plus size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
Sometimes. But in your weight, in your size, you weigh less.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna know that until you go over in that area and lift a pair of pants up that you wore that size when you're big and say, "Oh, I'm not this size anymore. I can't wear this." You know. So that's what happens with me, and I just find myself saying, "You gotta get out of this plus area. You have to go to the juniors now, Selena. You are a large, extra large. Some mediums too." Well, I initially started. My highest weight was 307. Yes. Wow. I lost 37 pounds on my own, and then from there we talked about going into weight loss surgery, and I had that. Currently, I'm at 197. Yeah,
somebody part of the Wonder Club.
I am. I'm very proud of that. Yes, I am. I worked very hard for that. Yes, I did. So, my ultimate goal is to get to 190. So, I'm a little bit shy of my goal weight, but I'm okay. Yeah. And I'm okay with it. I know I'm gonna make it. So,
well, I see you got some questions written down here for us to discuss. You want me to pick one, or you want me?
Yeah, you can pick one.
So the first one is, what were your family and friends' input to have the weight loss surgery?
Okay, so for me, I didn't want anyone to talk me out of it, and we all know. I'm sorry to say, Black people family, you don't need that. You big, you good, big boned it. Our family like that. No, I didn't want to hear that. So I waited until we got approved per insurance, and when we got a surgical date. Then I started gradually letting it out that we were prepping for weight loss surgery. Went from there. The one person I thought was gonna give me a hard time, she didn't. That's my sister. She did not give me a hard time. She said, "Lena," they call me Lena, but only them. They said, she said, "Well, if it's something that's gonna better your life, I'm all for it. If you feel that it's good for you, then do what's best for you." Once she said that, I was good to go then.
Well, I ain't gonna say that. With my mama and family, it was, you ain't gonna be, my sister, you ain't gonna be the fat sister no more. You gonna be the skinny sister. Yeah, but I had a really good group of friends because at first I did get approved before we did it together. One of my best friends was like, yeah, go on and get it done. You know, so it'll be good for your health. But I let one particular person, not to be named, you know, talk me out of it. But I don't think it was the time for me to get it done because I didn't have the right partner or the right support group to help me go through the weight loss surgery. But with the weight loss surgery, now my family is a little, they're happy with me because my health is better. I think it added years to my life because I was almost pushing a little close to 350 it before we started going.
Mm-hmm.
And it was no, I don't think it was, I couldn't stop myself or continue on that way without some type of intervention, surgically or medical, or anything else. Because no matter what I did, I would lose the weight, then I put it back on, and it's only I think because I wasn't ready between my ears or let people talk me out of it. But I had a great group of friends. I told people because I don't. I ain't gonna say that. I told people like as soon as I started going through it, I called my friend Quay. I said, Quay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have weight loss surgery. She's like, didn't you try to get that done before you gonna go through it this time? I said, yeah, I got the right person, and she gave me some good information. She said it'll benefit me, and it has. I no longer have sleep apnea. I no longer have high blood pressure. I was able to get approved for hip replacement surgery. You don't understand what you have to go through, what weight does to every organ, your body, or every function that you have. Going up and down the steps, getting up and down on the couch, in pain. And with lupus, the way that it affected me, I have better test results. I sleep better at night. I'm not as fatigued. I can enjoy vacation. Oh my God.
Because
Like, oh
I
man,
walk her to death when we go on vacation.
all the time.
You're going to get your cardio on in with me.
And
So,
that's one thing I do enjoy now because before we had weight loss surgery, we took an Alaskan cruise.
yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
Right before surgery.
Right before the surgery.
And she took me in Seattle. When I tell you,
we walked.
Walked. Well, yes, Seattle is a beautiful city.
Yes.
The only thing about Seattle that will kind of freaked her out was that they have decriminalized drugs. So you walk down the street, you see someone
shooting up or
don't say that. And
well, that's the truth.
Well, it is. They and she was just like, we're gonna go on, let's cross the street and go down here. I said, well, it's a quick way right here. She said, you don't see that. Them people over there. I said, they ain't worried about us. They worried about what's on that piece of paper. Right. She had me walking up hills, going down we went to the Fisher Market. I was able, it was just a struggle to do anything, to even enjoy vacation, because everywhere I went, I had to stop. I said, babe, can you wait? Can you wait? But that first vacation after our initial loss, my first 50 pounds, and we went back, it was a totally different experience with vacationing. It was, I could enjoy it. I wasn't saying nasty little things in my head, talk about she take me up this hill one more time. It was more enjoyable. Even intimacy, is a little, well, we can never have a problem. Well, you don't be, well, we'll talk about that later. So you gonna ask me a question now?
You're not as winded. Let's just say you're not as winded as before.
Nobody need to know all that. Okay, so let's see. I answered that next question. You gotta answer one. Answer me one.
Okay. So let's see.
That's true. Okay. That's true, Clay.
How did the surgery? Okay, so.
Oh, and one thing I do enjoy when we go out to eat with our friends, even though they don't know this, I love watching them eat. Like,
oh my God, yes.
like they just
one particular friend, and she know who she is.
Because people say y'all still go out to eat. Yeah, we still go out to
Yes,
eat.
we enjoy our friend group.
Man, I tell you.
Oh my God.
I love when they enjoy food.
Yes.
And they just be like, oh, and I was like, man, they can eat and drink at the same time.
Yes, we just sit down there, we look and we enjoy it too. Because we used to can do that. And that's one of the things that they teach you can no longer do. Because your stomach is so small now, you cannot hold food and liquid at the same time.
At the same time. No.
It's going to be painful. So you got to choose which one you're going to do first. Whether if you drink, you're going to have to wait about 20, 30 minutes, let that go down, and then you can eat. And then it's vice versa. If you want to do the eating first, you wait 30 minutes after, and then you drink.
Yep. But I like our friend group because a lot of y'all, mainly you, be late, and people are ready to start eating by the time we get there. And I can just watch.
Yeah, she said we always late.
I can watch people come in.
Oh, God.
Or they get these nice drinks. Oh
my God. Yes. I just sit there looking at the drink.
You know how we determine what we're going to do when we go in the restaurant? Either if it's her turn to choose, we'll eat first. But if it's my turn, I'm like, babe, I'm going to drink. I'm going to watch you eat, and I'm going to drink first. And then you can watch me eat, then you could drink. Right. But most of the times, I'm drinking. The only bad thing sometimes about it is during the day where I'm at home, I don't have nobody to keep me accountable, and I don't eat. Like, I don't have an appetite. I'll go make a smoothie or a protein shake, which is probably how I'm in the situation I'm in now. But I love watching. I love hanging out with our friends. Especially watching them eat, especially when they be eating their chicken wings. Who was it that had?
Jen?
No, it wasn't Jen.
I love to see Jen eat. Oh my gosh, she just love her food.
It was Keisha, because she was down on the NOE for Trent's birthday. Man, she was messing them. I was like, God, get it, Keisha. God,
yes.
Oh, can we drink alcohol? We are. Well, it's according to what type of alcohol. I've noticed I can't drink beer any longer because it messes with my stomach. Because of the I was a big beer drinker. Yeah. It just don't sit right on my stomach anymore. I'm more refined now. I have to have a glass of wine.
Oh my gosh! Do not.
Or a Chardonnay.
Oh God!
A mixed drink or a shot. I can no longer drink beer, and I can't drink a lot of carbonated drinks. I drink a lot of juice, but alcohol. We are the first. They tell you the first year after a weight loss surgery, you're not supposed to drink alcohol because of your stomach is still healing. She listened. I didn't listen. And it does. When I said, well, I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna just get a beer. It was football season. I said, I'm just gonna give me a beer and 2 wings. I drank that beer and it burnt all the way down. I felt it sit in my stomach, and it hurt, and it was heavy. It was like a brick. So they tell you restrictions, that stuff that you can't do. Yeah, it is. So, God. You're not supposed to drink alcohol. Now that you do drink alcohol,
she's so pressure. Sorry,
I keep forgetting how silly you are. Well, yeah, you're not supposed to drink, but I drink. We have to drink wine or a mixed drink now, and no carbonated sodas.
Yeah, that was one of the things that was hard. I loved sodas before. Mm-hmm. And we don't realize that soda with the carbonation and the sugar in it, that it can easily add another, 20 pounds on you. Boom, right there. That's your 20, 30 pounds. So I had to really, really train myself. Do I have soda? Every blue moon. Yes, I will have a soda every blue moon. I drink Coke Zero. No, of course, there's no sugar, no added sugars, but the fructose is still in it. But every blue moon, I do. I don't deprive myself of something, but I do still watch what I have. But that's one of the things that was very, very hard for me to give up was sodas.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but when you're going through that process, preparing for surgery, and you know you can't have all that, and you going to the doctor every month, you getting weighed in, and he telling you you ain't losing but a pound or two, and he telling you, okay, I'm gonna push, you're not gonna be with this surgery date.
Yeah.
If you don't lose more weight the next time you come in, it started sinking in like, okay, I gotta really do what this surgeon telling me, because he's not gonna do my surgery if I don't, or he gonna push it back. You're not gonna have your tentative date anymore. You're gonna be pushed back. So that was hard for me, was to give up soda. I'm not really a alcohol drinker. Like, I don't have to have a drink every day, but in a social gathering, I will.
You
For
take
me,
several shots in a social gathering.
peer pressure. Okay, it's that peer pressure. Yeah, come on, get the. Anyway, and a good time. Peer pressure and a good time. Oh gosh. But anyway, I don't. It's just to say I don't. Just to give you an example, when we go to the Bahamas, it's Bahamas rum, which is called. It used to be called Don Ricardo's coconut rum, but it's called Ricardo. They took Don off, and now it's Ricardo, and I learned that from the Bahamians that explained it to me. I love to get purchase bottles of that. 3 bottles. I purchased 3 bottles. I have those 3 bottles year and a half. Sometimes I'm just getting my 3rd bottle finished by the time we take our next cruise. So that's just to show you, I don't drink that often. But you can, you just watch it, you don't make it a habit.
Well, I see one of these questions on here that I would like to answer. It says, how did the surgery impact your mental health? With me, I'm not ashamed of my mental health journey that I go on. I am a survivor of self-harm. With this this weight loss surgery, it does correct a lot of things. Like, you have more clarity and less fog in your in mental health. You can see clearly. You can see the finish line more clearly instead of more cloudy, and you don't have something to fall back on. My mental health improved greatly. I still have my struggles around certain holidays, birthdays, just like anybody else, but it's not as deep or painful. And I think that's due to not just the weight loss, but to due to growth and good friends and good support system and a good prayer life. But you also, sometimes you don't realize the weight that you carry, it messes with your endorphins. I always say, people just telling you that so they can get you to buy their medicine or take some here, take some there. But it's true. The more you exercise, the more you start to turn inward and face yourself and realize that it's okay. You're not afraid, and sometimes it's you be afraid to go inward when you don't like what's out, the outward appearance. Yeah. To face that fact. Now the weight loss surgery, it never affected my confidence because I was conceited since the day I was born. As
oh yes, she is.
But sometimes,
and that's so funny because when people see us, they think because I'm the ultra femme, that I'm the conceited one. No, I'm just fluffy. Makeup, hair, anything makeup, fashion, I'm into. But I'm not the conceited one. She's the conceited one.
But sometimes conceit covers and hides fear and shame, because
Fear and
I got
shame.
so big and I got um so out of touch with myself. I didn't know what to do, so I had to put on an outer shell to protect myself from myself,
Yes.
not from people. Because if anybody know me, people opinion does not weigh very highly on me. I don't, not saying I don't respect people opinions. My grandma will always tell me opinions are just like
So and so.
so and so. Everyone has one, but you always have to be able to um uh touch on this thing. Yes. Yes, we did have to have a psychological evaluation before surgery. We had to have several, well, two. We had to take a written test, like
Yes.
yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they send you because they have the different specialists lined up. Like they tell you who to go to for the endoscopic.
yeah.
With and well, the bariatric doctor did the endoscopic, but when you go and do cardiogram, you do two type of tests. You do we did nuclear testing.
Well, you had a different cycle eval because you haven't ever had self harm. I had to take, I had to have two psychological evaluation. I had to see a psychiatrist and a sociologist. Now, they're two different ones. To make sure that that I was in a place to where I wouldn't self harm, or would the surgery wouldn't be wasted on me. Because some people, the doctors or the surgeon, don't want to put their time in if you gonna exit stage left for yourself. So I had to go. She only had one. I had to have two because of my mental health issues that I had. And start saying that I had before. But yeah, it was hard test. The therapist, hers was like 30 minutes. She went in, yes, and I'm still like, okay, she in there cool, be 30 minutes. I was in there for an hour and a half, and then I had to come back a month before surgery for a final evaluation before they would stamp or give my approval. She got approved before I did. She had a date before I did because she was in better health. She took the initiative before we got married to lose the 37 pounds before we got married. She took the initiative to get me to say, come on, babe, if I go to the gym, you go to the gym. If what I eat, you gonna eat. I lost about maybe 10 pounds before the wedding, but I lost more weight once we started getting serious about weight loss surgery. Like, she motivated me to say, the only way you gonna get up and get this done if you do it. She said, body in motion stay in motion, and a body at rest stays at rest. So I was able to get up, and even though I was walking, she called me Fred Sanford because I had bad hips, both hips. It made it worth it. Okay, going through this process together, how did y'all impact our relationship and marriage? And what's the difference? And you see, oh man, that's a good question, Heather.
Did you see any before and after?
Yes, I think it impacted our relationship. Before the weight loss surgery, I was
one of the things that I am. But one of the things we didn't do was hold each other accountable.
Yeah,
that's key.
Yeah,
I didn't say no, you shouldn't be or she didn't say it to me. We just went with the flow.
Yeah,
she ate it, I ate it, she drunk it up. We didn't hold each other accountable.
Now before the surgery, I don't want to say it. I was like I felt like I didn't have the confidence to think that I could do it, like to do the marriage or do forever with Selena, because I figured, okay, I'm not her type. I'm not. But then I seen some of her exes, so I was like, I got this. So I was like, but I was more confident.
You see the cockiness?
I was more. Come on now. I'm just being truthful.
Oh God.
I wasn't confident that I had the mental capacity to give more to what she needed. Because I was more focused on other things that I should have done. But after the surgery, like she said, we wasn't accountable. If we wanted to go, what was our favorite restaurant before the surgery? I can't remember. We would just go. We would have an appetizer, a drink, an entree, and a dessert.
This each.
Like
now
each.
we share.
Yeah.
If we get a whole entree,
It's
we
not
sharing.
it's not even about this. It's about like no. I haven't had snacks. I can't. She's very accountable for me now. Like if the only time I get to have or I want something sweet is when Aunt Sally come to visit.
Yeah.
And then it's only a little bit, or if I get elevated, I have healthier snacks to help me through my elevation time. If you know what I mean. Know. So I have if you know, you know. I have the little fake wheat thins that we get from Trader Joe's, and she got me on these. What's the little snap peas we got the other day?
Harvest Snap.
Yeah, those are
Harvest Snap.
Those are really good to crunch
Snap
on.
Peas chips. They're good.
So
they're flavorful.
I enjoy them. I found different ways, and I do have a new addiction is with pears and pineapples. When I get elevated, I don't go to my Doritos and zebra cakes.
Yeah.
And all that other stuff. I have healthier snacks. And she's more accountable. She was like, well, do you there's an apple in there if you feeling like you need to crunch them.
Because a lot of times what they taught us too on the nutritional side is that snacking, when you want to snacking, your mind is just craving something to crunch. That's what Tavia told us. That's our nutritionist.
We had a good nutritionist. She would tell us, don't think about what you can't have. Think about what you can have, and then what you can replace it with. Because sour cream, Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
Instead of store-bought dressing, I make homemade dressing.
Yeah. And it's so good.
Instead of store-bought marinades, I make your own marinades. We do a lot of chicken, a lot of seafood.
Yeah, chicken, shrimps, seafood. The beef for me is harder to digest, so I don't eat too much beef. Even though it is high in iron, protein and iron. So we still get it in. It's just hard to digest. It's just I know that when I'm gonna eat beef, to take my time, and that's the number one thing with eating now is that taking your time to eat. You cannot rush your stomach. That little pouch that you have, that little small pouch, is not gonna let you gorge food. Just stuff. It's not gonna let you. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna hurt. Yeah. You're gonna feel uncomfortable. So it's no more that. So a lot of your eating habits, not so much as what you eat, also how you eat it. We just eat everything together and drink together. Your body, your stomach won't let you do it anymore.
Yeah. Now let's not say let's be honest. It will let you do it, but it's gonna be very painful.
Uncomfortable.
Like I don't understand. Like we are in a bariatric group, that we meet once a month. Yeah. Once a month. And then I know somebody, or I know of several people who had the gastric bypass who now going to a revision because the stomach is still a muscle. It still stretches. It's still you can still stretch it out to where you can eat more than what your stomach would allow. Now, I've done that by accident, and I'd be really asking because I don't think I was paying attention. I ate something and I got up and I walked away and I forgot. I guess I was full and I took a big gulp of water, not soda, or just
Ooh.
water, and it felt like somebody had stuck a boulder in my stomach and I had to carry, and it was horrible. And I don't know how people sit there purposely and eat and stretch their stomach back out, and in a couple of years they come back. Like a lot of people will tell us, I don't know why you had the surgery, you're just gonna gain the weight back. That's not true. I've met people
Mm-mm.
who've had this weight loss surgery
10
10
years
years
out.
and they still
And they
have
still maintain their
maintaining.
weight.
It's all about your mental capacity.
Yeah,
If
you
you
that's why you get mentally tested.
if you really want to do it, because you can go and get this weight loss surgery and it'll work for the first 2 years without you doing anything. 2.5 years they say that your body takes time to adjust and you're going to continue to lose weight. But after that 2 year, 2.5 year honeymoon period, if you haven't put in the habits or the work, yes, you're going to gain the weight back. Does it work for everybody? No, but does everybody have the same mentality and the same push and drive to want to maintain it? I want to the not. I enjoy the outer effects that it has, but I also enjoy the inner effects. I can lay down and don't have to worry about if I got my CPAP machine. I can go up the stairs and not worry about huffing and puffing. I can chase Harmony around without her asking Nika, you okay? This is the
Yeah.
little things that you have been able to I can almost I can bend down and tie my shoe now. Well, one shoe because I got that right hip done. Working on put on it's the little things that you do appreciate.
Yes.
Being able to put my arms around my wife, being able to uh, sleep all the way through the night. That's what people don't tell you. You can't sleep all. When I was at a heavier state, I would toss and turn, even with a CPAP machine. I don't think it had anything to do with the CPAP. I think it was the uncomfortness of my body because I developed arthritis in my hip so bad that it was bone against bone. But that's also because I was on steroids for a very, very long time at a very high doses. But you can't think about what you could have done.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you.
You don't think about what it should be. You just have to do what it is now. And I appreciate our support group that we do have. I appreciate the kicking the butt sometimes that you do need to get going. And let's see. Oh, this is a good question. Will that be body dysmorphia if you? Yes. Oh, that's a good one. I'll let you answer that one. After having surgery, did you change your outlook on your life? Yes, I did. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I changed my perspective. I just dug in deep. I'm more. Selena is. She is my heart outside of my body. Like she's more compassionate. She's more leaning and understanding and a lot more forgiving than I am. Before the surgery, it was, I really don't, really care about what people think. They don't, nobody have a heaven to keep me out of or a hell to put me in. And people's opinions, they're going to always have opinions. My outlook on life now is that people going to do, before, with people, I used to give people expectations before surgery. Be like, yeah, they, let's see what they'll do. Maybe they even having a bad day, but now I don't set expectation for nobody because people gonna do what they want to do when they want to do it and how they want to do it. You have to depend on God and yourself and a small group of people you can depend on. I don't even say a circle. I say a hand a handful
She
of
counting
people,
y'all.
a handful of people that I trust with. Like if I'm having a real crisis, I know who I could call. Before it was like, let me just reach out to so and so and see what they think. Now it's like they don't know what I've been through. They don't know my deepest and darkest parts of me. And I think before I was happy if I one morning didn't wake up. That's my perspective. But now I thank God that He keeps me and wakes me up, and I want to see what the today brings, not tomorrow, because tomorrow never gets here. You live in the present, you hope for tomorrow, and you pray for today. Yeah. And it changed my outlook because I want to see today again. I don't want to be, I want to be able to be here for her. And I don't know.
For me, it changed my outlook on life because I always worried with our family health conditions, heart condition. I worried with that with me and having high blood pressure. I didn't want to go into heart disease. My mother had it. My sister currently living had it, and my sister that's deceased had heart issues as well. So I knew how prominent it was in my family, and I didn't want to have it. And one of the things too that changed, that kind of gave me a different outlook, is that I'm a grandmother. I want to be around longer in life for her. I want to see Harmony grow up, the different milestones that she have in her life. Grandma, like now, grandma, come on, can we go scooting? That's what she call it. When she want to get on her little scooter, her little kick scooter. Grandma, can we go scooting? I have no problems now going outside. Before I'd be like, no, grandma tired. I don't want to do that. We'll do it later. But now I'll be like, come on. And I'm running and she can't even keep up. Grandma, you going too fast. I'm like, come on, keep up. We got to go. So that's very, I'm very prideful with that. I'm anybody that knows me know Harmony is my heart. And for me to have more life in me as a grandmother, even as a mother for Sienna, to see her elevate in life as she get older, that's very big and very, very important to me. And that's the different outlook that I have going into weight loss surgery, knowing that I wanted a longevity life for them and for my wife too. And also after, knowing that now I have the energy, the stamina to get out there and play with Harmony, even in the house, do different little dances that she likes to do. That was big for me, and that was a different outlook that I appreciate as far as a weight loss surgery is concerned.
Yeah. And do you feel like people treat you differently after surgery, or they're doing? Yes, they do. They do treat you differently after. Some people treat you. Let me take that back. Friends and family didn't treat us differently after the surgery. They were concerned about our healing process. The spectators and the duplicators and the haters treat us differently. They would they'll compliment you.
Compliment.
They'll compliment you, then smack you in the face. They'll be like, oh, you look good, but what you gonna do about this? Me, I always had something smart to say because I'm a Gemini. I think with both sides of my brain, and she is more, oh, babe, they just really, no, they nosy. They want to know what you did. They always got something to say, like, or um exes will pop back up and be like, "Oh, since you didn't had your little surgery, you think you all that?" I said, "No." First, I thought knew I was all that before the surgery. Now I know I'm all that after the surgery. Let's get that part right.
I can see the shit.
But yeah, that people, my mama. If anybody has met my mother, she like, oh, I need to stop saying that. My sister my mama is a good. Her mama is a good Christian, and if anybody met my mama, y'all know how my mama is. She is the sweetest, nosiest Christian I know. If anybody gets into heaven, it's gonna be her. She would be, now, baby, you let me know if somebody bothering you. I'm gonna pray for them, but don't make me come up there. First of all, she ain't gonna drive on the interstate. She don't like Atlanta traffic. And she say we be in the streets too much. Yeah. To do anything. But you have a few people that try me about my wife because she looked like this now. Because I'm light skinned and I'm soft. I have a soft voice, or I'm smiling, I'm joking. But just imagine this side of me is the extremely nice side. Can you imagine?
Thank you, Pam. Thank you.
Can you imagine my other side of me? I do have a different side that I don't like to show. I can be ruthless. I can be cruel. And I could be downright heathen. I say Shanika is all those things because Shanika is still in. I had to keep her locked up. But it's a lot of things that you notice now. Now that you have a neck, you can turn and look around and you see people staring at you or making sly little comments, or staring at a distance. And I may seem slow or silly, but I'm always got my head on a swivel. I always, even though you think I don't see you, I see you. Even though you think I don't know what you said, I know what you said. And if somebody ever cut the reins and let me go and let me do what I want to do, I wouldn't be allowed in certain places anymore.
That's right, Heather. Heather says it's called a fan club.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be allowed to go back to church. Bishop would call me sister Shanika. That was kind of out of. I wouldn't be allowed in certain places if somebody would just cut the reins, just let me go.
No, we're not gonna just let you get out there.
Just give me the key so I can unlock myself, because Selena, people don't realize Selena is saving grace for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people don't understand that I'm the mean one in this relationship. But I don't think people get it. They say
I think you light skinned.
That I'm the nice one. But I'm not. I tell people, if you really knew my backstory, Selena saved me from me. When you want to go into our story? Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Before, if anybody knows, we met each other in a different situation. It's Jada Pickett Smith say in an entanglement the first time. But the second time that she came back around, I was at my lowest, darkest point. At that point, if I woke up, I was mad. Like, why God? Why me? Why, And then I was like, well, if you're going to keep waking me up, you're going to have to send me somebody that has a lot of faith in you to push me back to you, if that makes sense. Some people forget that Christianity, or being a follower, I don't like the word Christianity because there was a slang word or derogatory back in the day. a follower of Jesus truly, you had to. It's a daily walk. It's a daily focus. And at that point, I lost focus. I didn't care. Um, I've given up on myself. I've given up on everything. And I told my mama, I think a couple of weeks before Selena hit me up, I said, one morning, if I'm not here, I'm happy. Like I know it'd be painful and hurtful, but I wasn't ready. I didn't want to be in this world. And and I said, God, you're gonna have to send a sign or angel or someone to lead me back to you. Because at that point, I've strayed. I got off the road. I stopped caring. I stopped living. I just existing. And people don't understand existing is not the same as living. And one day I was at work, work from home, and I got a text from a unknown number because I took her out my phone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did take you out my phone. It said, hey, how you doing? And I was like, wait a minute, that number looked familiar. And I said, I'm good. And she called me, and to hear her voice, it was like a breath of fresh air. And I think that night we talked, and she asked me, could she pray for me? I was like, I looked at the phone and said, this is the same woman I met the before. And I was like, at that point, I didn't believe in prayer. She said, let me pray for you. I just want to pray for you. And believe it or not, y'all, Selena can pray. Like, some nights I wake up when I have my moments and I'm in a deep dark place. She prayed me to life. Like, she prayed for me for about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm like, how she know? I was like, okay, God, all right, you whatever. It's just one time. She gonna fade away. And she was like, let me come and see you. I just need, come and see you. I said, no, I don't want to see, I made every excuse in the book for her not to come and see me. And
I became assertive.
And she came and see me.
I'm coming to see you.
And she gave me this biggest, warmest hug that I've ever. I mean, let's be honest. We know we've been physical with each other, but it was something different. She looked different. She carried herself different. She was on a journey herself, but she had enough faith to pull me back into the path. Am I fully in the path the way she want me to be? No, but I'm in the path where me and God are okay. We are good. Me and God have an understanding. Our relationship with God is what we have. But if she wasn't back in my life, I wouldn't have never I know it's gonna sound weird, gave God a chance to be God. And I don't know
how it makes sense.
It makes sense. Giving up. I never would have had enough confidence in myself to say, "Babe, I need to make a change. I need to have this weight loss surgery. I need to save myself because God only." This is gonna sound cliche. God only help people who help themselves. And I took my hand out of God's hand, and she forced me to put my hand back in God's hand and say, you're not going to give up. You got more life to live.
That's right.
If we're going to do this weight loss thing, we're going to do it right. We're going to pray. We're going to do things we need to do. I'm going to be honest. She makes me go to church. And I'm not ashamed to say that because she is more
spiritually grounded.
Then I am. Even though I grew up in church, I know how church is. I don't like church. I like being in a group of like-minded people worshiping God. And she's like, I don't know what happened. You grew up in the church. What's wrong with you? I said, sometimes you have to find your own path, your own walk with God.
That is true.
So
I truly believe that.
So
yes,
this is how I ended up being. I'm 205 from 300. Well, I know it was 347 pounds and some change. So that's why I'm okay with people saying you took the easy way out. You you didn't do the right thing. You didn't work for it. You it was easy. It wasn't easy. It's not
No.
easy. You gotta wake up we gotta have so much protein every day.
Every day
We
you
gotta
gotta have
drink
so
so
much
much.
protein
We gotta
because
drink so much
you're
water
not
every
getting it
day.
through food because you're
Yeah,
not eating a lot.
enough.
So you have to constantly, you know, be conscious of your protein intake. Watch your sugars. Watch your sodium. So
Mm-hmm.
easy is not what this is. This is
It's
not
not.
easy. Because you have to stay. You have to make yourself and whoever you stay accountable. You have to stay accountable.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's true, Heather. And I tell if anybody considering weight loss surgery, these are my three important facts that I would ask yourself. Are you mentally ready? Are you going to be able to keep up the lifestyle and the portion size that you are supposed to eat?
right.
Number two, are you going to have a workout regimen? And then three, are you going to do the work on your inner child, your inner self? Are you going to face yourself and realize you put yourself in this situation, you know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So if you can answer yes to all those questions, I believe weight loss surgery can be for you. But if you just want to do it for an outward appearance or it's a cool thing to do, it's not gonna work. If you're just doing it to look good, and I mean, I look good in clothes. But if you just doing it to look good in clothes or to have approval of the world, you're gonna fail every time. You don't need the approval of the world to be successful. You don't. The only people that we are in competition with, and I tell her this all the time, is us from yesterday. Are we better than we were yesterday?
Yeah.
Are we Are we a better woman than we were yesterday? And some days for me it's no, because some days I can hold a grudge, and I'm learning to forgive. She forgive like drinking, just like, hey, you have to extend grace. Don't God give you grace? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, but God, Jesus also went in that temple and turned them tables over. Okay?
Yes, he would have.
And you got to realize Jesus rode with Peter, and Peter, if I'm Peter, Peter was like, let's roll, give me that eye, chaka chaka chaka. You more like you more like John. Oh, yeah, God. At the end of the day. Do it one day in, or it just is a lifetime adjustment. It does what the doctor called the honeymoon phase is where you can sit on your ass. Oh, can we cuss on live? I don't know. You can sit on your ass for 2.5 years, and monthly you are supposed to lose. The first year is between 8 to 7 pounds a month. The second year is still 3 to 5 pounds, and then that last 6 months, if you don't do nothing else but nothing is sit at home, you're supposed to lose 1 to 2 pounds. But after that 2.5 year honeymoon phase, if you don't move or you don't have some type of activity or some type of plan, you can gain it back. You can gain it back.
You're right. And if you're right, they are. They're operating out of their own fear. Yeah. I often say that, even when they underhand type statements that people make is out of fear and out of the unknown. They don't know what's going on, so they just say little smart comments. But now I tell them, why didn't you say I was so big? Yeah. Now you telling me, oh, he's so little. That's they say, oh, he's so skinny.
Let me do my
You
mama.
so small now.
Yeah.
And am.
Yeah.
And
now,
am.
Then this is how my mama.
But why you ain't tell me I was so big? Why you ain't say, girl, you looking like a whale? Why you ain't tell me that? You knew I looked like a whale.
Were you in a place to receive it though?
Yeah, I would. My feelings would have been hurt. But at least you told me that. But now you said, "Oh, you so small."
No.
And
my mama say that all the time when I call her. Ooh, you know what, babe? I say, ooh, you and Lena look good. How much smaller y'all gonna get?
You see how much smaller we gonna get?
I said, Mama. I said, Selena's already in the 100 club. Okay, I'm striving to get there. Okay. I said when I get there,
close to it.
I'm close to
closer
it.
to it than you was further back.
Yeah, and I told her, but when I get to my ideal weight, you gonna know it. I said because I'm gonna give me some hoochie mama shorts because I'm not afraid of my feminine. My feminine. Okay.
Don't listen to. She's not gonna wear no hoochie mama shorts outside.
I
Thank you, Heather. Oh, look at Heather.
When I get to 199 pounds, I'm gonna say, babe, beat my face to the God. And I want to.
And she gonna stay right in the house.
You let me finish the lie first. Okay. I'll say, beat my face to the gods. I'm gonna get her wig, and I'm gonna get one of her dresses, and I'm gonna walk around in this house real pretty. Like, okay, take me some pictures because this is the first and last time you're gonna see me like this.
Oh God.
Because man, if I get the 190, that's a blessing. Because that means I've totally lost 150 pounds at 199. And I'm gonna borrow one of her yes, she'll borrow. Yes. Okay. And
oh goodness.
So yes, because that'll be 150 pounds. I think the last time that I was in the 200s, I was in 8th grade. I was big in high school, but I could ball. All right.
All right.
Yeah. I can't wear no heels. I'm gonna have 2 boots on because I'm gonna break both my ankles. I think I got hip issues, but
Well, we wanted to come on to get a little insight, give our insight on our journey, and also get feedback on any questions that you guys may have. And we wanted to introduce ourselves, introduce our journey, because this is just a stepping stone for us. We do have something bigger in the making. We can't say it right now because it's still in the finalized process. But this was a great start for us. So that's why we wanted to come on and kind of introduce where we're at.
We'll be back next week. You want to do this next week again?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You got to think of some more questions.
Yeah, every day is a question because every day is a question.
Let me see what's on this other list we didn't answer. Because you have good questions. I don't have good questions. Oh, that's a good one right here, though. I answered this before we go because Christmas is coming up. Does weight loss affect your feet and shoe size? Yes. I was wearing a 9.5 men's. What's that in women's? Like 11, something like that. It would be
an 11 in
now. Y'all gonna talk about it now.
Oh God.
Now I'm in a 8.5. So all my friends that has little feet now, if I come to your house and you notice a pair of shoes missing.
Oh God! Don't let her come to your house.
It was me.
Y'all got the same shoe size. Yeah. Oh, do not let her go to Jen wear the same size.
Yeah, me and Jen wear the same size.
Oh, Jen, do
you see them shoes she had on the other Sunday? Well, anyway, y'all gonna talk about sex? You want to talk about sex now or later?
That was amazing. We can talk about it. I mean, we can. The only thing I wanted to I'll touch a little bit on it. With the sex part is, of course, Nika had hip issues that restricted her mobility. Okay. So, and a lot of times she was in pain. So it was kind of limited. I thank God. She said the same next week. Yeah.
But for real, that would be a whole thing next week. Sex, because with hip replacement got better.
Yes,
man. Sex. I mean, okay. Let me preference this, and this is. I don't think I'm gonna say y'all had to come back next week. Selena is Selena. She is. I don't know how I can put this more respectfully. Okay, I didn't marry her just for her looks. Okay. Selena is Selena, but Selena got Selena. It's a better Selena after weight loss surgery. Sometimes I wake up and Selena would be.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
You see that? Selena was being Selena. Okay.
In there.
Get Heather.
I want to. Oh my God. Yeah, she did.
But no, those, you know, but I won't answer that because it did.
She's important.
Yeah. You are. So yes, a lot of things change, and people don't realize it did. Like it did.
Yeah, like yeah. You can be, you know, or you know, organ to organ.
Wait a minute, we're gonna say that for next week. You know, make people, people come back so we can do it again next week. Now, this is how she want me us to sign off. Hold on. If you have any questions that you would like for us to answer, be a part of our live, just DM us or hit us up on Facebook under this post, because we're gonna take some clippings and put it out there. But we were you a little nervous tonight?
When we first started, but she like 10 minutes after.
Yeah, she got. Yeah, I see her. Come on, babe. Come closer to the camera so they can see your makeup. Look at that. You see? Don't go nowhere. Well, I take that. Like, she go to the grocery store, and she'll go to the.
If I can't I'm not stepping foot in church if I can't put on makeup. That's her.
God see you.
I know God see me, but I ain't finna let the folks see me. Not at Rim.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh, I love that church.
I know you love the church.
Yeah.
They're
not about to talk about me.
They need to see Selena like the
Selena
I see in the morning.
No, that's why I got a group of friends I hang around. We all can see each other in the raw. We
all need to get together and all be elevated, be holistic together.
Holistic.
Is that the word people use now for herbal treatments?
Yeah.
Be a herbalist.
Oh God.
I look like hair.
You're saying?
She said she look like hair tone and don't care.
First of all, that's why I love Heather to be real. When you tell you, she be real.
Heather AI twin, I be like, is that's Heather? Heather got thick, and then Bae said, "No, that ain't Heather. That's a AI.
That's her generated Heather. That's the generated Heather.
Yeah, but no, for real, we enjoyed this. We're gonna keep going, because I think we have a lot to share. It's not a lot of. I don't want it to be a stigma in our community being either Black or the ABC mafia, because sometimes us studs,
thank you,
get pushed back because we don't, that's kind of like a vanity, for it. But we'll be here next week, next Thursday.
Yeah,
we'll be back. We'll have a better setup. We're just our first one. We wanted to see how we would go. We do thank everybody for coming and supporting us today. It was really nice to interact with y'all. I seen other people come in. I'm sorry if I didn't shout you out. I'm new to this, so thank you. So I appreciate you being patient with us. We'll have a better format because she's the organizer. I'm just she's the brains. I'm the beauty. So
I know somebody that'll help her. See that name right there, Heather? She'll help us get it set up right.
Yeah, because she be taking her steps. She be like this.
Yeah.
She had them photos. She be ready.
Yeah, she be ready. She be on it.
Yeah. But we like to thank y'all for coming. We do appreciate y'all sharing. Spending this time with us. We will be posting some other stuff, some other videos, probably some couples content. Cause you funny.
Yes, she say I am.
I think I'm silly. Goodness. But thank you guys.
Thank you so much for joining.
Go do your sign off so I can sit here and look pretty.
How I do it?
No, I'm gonna sit here and look pretty. You do the sign off.
You did it. You said it.
I did already.
Yeah, you pretty much did.
Well, do yours again, cause I don't think they heard me.
If you have any,
that's because y'all from Miami.
305 forever.
It's 256 forever. I'm from
256. 256. Them numbers we go 256.
First of all, I'm from a little town, Leading, Alabama. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the map so y'all.
30.
First of all, Heather, both of us can cook, but only one of us does cook. You can take all her recipes because she don't use them.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you like chili? I made chili tonight. I made Texas style chili. No beans, because you don't need beans in chili. It's just what I use. Ground chuck, some bell pepper and onion. I forgot you don't like vegetables.
She don't like vegetables. Heather don't like vegetables.
So that cut that off. Ain't that well? No, the monkeys are loose in Mississippi.
That's for the monkeys.
I heard about those monkeys. Them monkeys got COVID, like herpes or something else.
Hepatitis.
Yeah. If you see a monkey run.
Loose when they get one. It's one still on loose. They euthanized. Right, they euthanized all but one. He got it.
I thought it was 3 monkeys out.
No, I heard on there yesterday. It said,
yep, I'm allergic to all vegetables.
She allergic. You don't know allergic nothing. She just don't like them.
How do you eat meatloaf? She probably
probably don't eat meatloaf.
I know she don't eat
white sauces.
So I can make chicken Alfredo you like spaghetti? Do she eat chicken? No, chicken and rice. Is rice a vegetable? No, that's a grain.
No, I think
I don't want to put no broccoli in it, and it's not white. It's yellow with cheese and chicken. The baby like that. I can always tell my food good because
Nika, I like this. Can I have more?
Yeah.
Yep, that's what she say.
And we have food. We have extra food that I wouldn't dare put me in.
Oh my God, I can't with her.
On that note,
we get out of here.
We'll see y'all next week.
Thank you, and see you guys next week.